Let's go. Let's go. Hey y'all, it's Tuesday, May 14th, 2023, and I'm back. I was gone last month, but I am back. Tonight's show is broadcasted, the audio is broadcasted on hamiltonradio.net, iHeartRadio, Facebook, YouTube, Odyssey, Live 365, and so many other places. Where else can you go and be on 35 different countries and not leave your house? Joey, when was the last time you were in 35 different countries?
Never.
Okay, well, please join me. So
That's awesome.
tonight is so exciting because there's so much happening with our guests. And weren't you in the August 1984 centerfold of Playboy? I think my mom had that. Okay. Okay. Maybe not, but I look at you, you're blushing.
Maybe I was a stunt double.
Colby found it. Hi, Colby. Hey, y'all. I want to introduce the handsome, the talented, the guy that's here for Sonic X, Joey Greco from Canada. Joey, welcome.
Hey, thanks for having me.
It's been a while.
Thank you. I love to be on. Thank you.
Oh, it's always a pleasure to have you on. So you're flying solo here tonight.
Oh no, just treat me as Dexter. You know, Dexter, the serial killer. I got my dark passenger Joe Cummel right behind me. You know that
yeah,
beer whisperer.
Yeah. There's Lori.
Hey y'all. Yeah, that just got put on Netflix again. Dexter. I've been binge watching it. I love it.
Oh my gosh, I've been watching Evil on Netflix.
Oh yeah, I gotta check that out.
And it's a series, and it's like dealing with the Catholic Church doing exorcisms, but yet there's a psychologist that's like trying to figure out, is the person possessed or do they have disassociated disorder, personality disorder? And yeah, so that's like what I've been. Joey fucking rocks. He does. He does, Colby. I've been telling them that.
Colby, you know what? The thing about Colby, we've been friends for a long time. She's the one that introduced the pandemic, coronavirus to me. COVID. She goes, "Have you heard about this thing that's going around?" But yeah, it was like I was doing a gig. I was doing this gig. I was in the shop, and I get a message on Messenger, and it was her, because it started out west, like out towards the California area. She's out in Vancouver, and she goes, "Have you heard about this? My friend got sick." And I'm going, "I haven't heard anything about it. I don't know what the hell's going on with this coronavirus or COVID or whatever." And she's the one that introduced it to me, that it was coming.
Oh,
and it's freaky. And then next thing you know, like, that was in December, because I was doing a gig in December, and then I got really sick in January. I couldn't figure it out. I couldn't move for like 7 days. And this guy that I do work with, I not once did I ever go back to what Colby was telling me a month prior, but it was her, the one that actually brought it to my attention.
Colby is so cool. Her and I have conversations back and forth. I love her.
I don't know if she remembers that, but that was back in like the end of 2019 going into 2020 or whatever it was. Yeah.
Hi, John Terlizzi. Am I saying that right, John?
John
Thanks
Terlizzi.
for tuning in.
He's a paisan. He's one of
He,
us.
he is. He is. I think he was in the last show when y'all were in on January. I think it was January 9th when we were having technical difficulties.
Yeah, well, no, we don't have them tonight.
We don't. We don't have them tonight. So you are okay. So you're here and you're representing Sonic X. And what's exciting about it is, hey, I know who that is. Hey, Sue and Joey, can't say but wanted to say hello. Hello, Joseph.
Hey, pal.
That is our own Joseph Cumbo from Sonic X, the bass player. I hope you're having a good time, Joseph. You and Wendy. We're envious. But Joey and I have been talking for the past hour. We just don't shut up. So, join in anytime. But thanks so much, Joseph, for like dropping by and at least watching us bunch of paisans make kind of like what fools of ourselves sometimes. I don't know.
Absolutely.
You have any pizza over there?
Absolutely. Well, you know what? I had it last night.
I know you did. You went out and you got us slices.
I was working on something. Then I got the the itchies for the sopressata, roasted red peppers, hot peppers. I needed a couple slices. And Stevie, the guy up the street, hooked me up.
Tell me, this isn't even. She remembers. Colby remembers about the COVID.
That's cool. That's cool, Colby. That's awesome.
Tell me something. Someone asked me the other day, and this has nothing to do with music. It's about pizza. Okay. The deep dish pizza, like what is it, Chicago style or something? And I'm not talking about the Sicilian, the real thick dough. What the hell is in that pizza? Or it's not like a pan pizza. Do they just keep layering?
I think it's just like like the way they pound the dough. I mean, they just don't refine it. They just leave it thick and that's it. I mean, that's what I think.
Okay.
All right. Pie, like pizza, everybody, obviously pizza's like this thing that everybody eats. Okay. Right. Like there's a guy and he shut down his shop because he's living his dream going to Italy. This guy, Jerry Sika here in Toronto, like I got to go to his place. He's passionate about his pizza and he makes a great pie. Like he makes a great pizza. He's shutting down his place because he's a good guitar player and he's going out to Italy and he's going to start a dream out there, which is really cool. Wow. But he's, it's a science to him. And when you eat his pizza, like you taste it. It's good. It's like really good pizza. Then these conglomerates, I mean, obviously they have their formula, whatever, you know, but you are going to have that pizza maker that just knows that little extra thing. And this guy, Steve at the Pizza Nova at Woodbine and Highway 7 here, he just knows, I don't know, and there's guys that come in here, goes, I've had Pizza Nova all the time. I never had it taste like this guy's. There's a way he does it. I don't know what it is. It's so good, So like, I think when it comes to pizza, like, pizza, I think it's what you prefer. Like a lot of American friends they want tons of cheese on it. No, man. No,
it's the sauce.
It's got to be like the right amount of sauce, the right amount of cheese. You don't blow it away with toppings. You're just killing it. It's the combination of the dough and the rosemary that's in it and the oil and like the way it's prepared and way it's cooked with the right toppings that then you can savor it. Like that's what pizza is. Not like crap load of cheese. You might as well just eat melted cheese on bread.
Yeah, and some of it's like cardboard. I wanted to say hello to the ladies that just popped up. Doc, if you could put Jennifer, hello.
Hey,
tuning in. And Kathy.
Hi, Kathy. Here's Kathy.
Hi, Kathy. So I think maybe we should do another show, Joey, on Italian cooking. I mean, because
I'm not a connoisseur. I'm just good at eating it. Like over the years, I mean, now I can't read what's on my belt buckle anymore. Used to be able to, not anymore.
You have one of those big Texan belt buckles.
I'm actually not. No. I mean, like the pizza belly. Like I mean, it's not bad. No. I'm still doing okay. You know what I mean?
You're doing okay.
But pretty soon it's going to disappear.
Oh, well, it's okay.
Not the belly. The belly is just going to get bigger.
the more the better, right? Something to hold on to. Okay, so let's get to business. Sonic X, right?
Mhm.
Today being May 14th, there are like the stars aligned.
Everything worked out.
How did they align? Sonic X's EP SX dropped today. It dropped today. And I have Sonic X, Joey Greco, Joseph's listening, and everybody else is around the world. But I got the exclusive because I was quick. Joseph was on an airplane, 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, what? They're dropping their EP on the 14th? Wait, let me look at my. I have that date open. Joseph, let's do something. He's on a freaking airplane, right? He's, yeah, let me talk to Joey. And it was a beautiful thing. And then the other thing, it gets even better because these guys did a song. The man butt. Oh, it's not a man butt. He's letting it fall down in the back. Sonic X.
It's a ponytail just hanging it at the back. That's all.
Sonic X also has a song on a movie called Run. And what's so cool about Run is that it's a horror movie. Whether you're into horror movies or not, you are going to love this song. And today, the movie opened. How it doesn't get much better, right? Open show, dropping the EP XX for Sonic X. The movie drops. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful combination, right, Joey?
Yeah, it worked out.
It worked out, and I have it on good authority. Joey did comb his hair, and I have smeller net, so I can smell him over here. He's even got cologne on. So, ladies, he's doing fine. He wouldn't do it.
Hey, you know what? I said I comb my hair, so I said, why not? When I clean up, I put my hair like this or in a ponytail, and I go out. But I
you go out right.
I never clean up. I just wear it with the hat. That's me. That's who I am.
That's who you are, and the women love you.
Oh, stop it! No. We're all friends. We have a great family. We're all friends.
That's it.
We're all good pals.
That's what makes good friends.
Well, that's it. Absolutely.
So tell me about the EP. I've heard some cuts off of it, which I just drop dead thought they were killer tracks. Thank you, Colby. You both look great. Colby, the check is in the mail. I swear.
Well, the EP was was spearheaded by Joe. I mean, because the movie was supposed to come out in June.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what we all thought. So he goes, 3 weeks ago, I think it was. He goes, Pep, the movie's coming out in May. I'm going, what? And I was on social media. I was writing a riff to a song that I was going to put on, that we were going to put on the EP. Like I put it on, I was writing a riff. I posted something on social media. I was writing because it would have been ready for June.
Right.
Well, and then the next day, I think it was the next day, he told me, oh, the movie's coming out in May. I'm going, what? Oh, man. He goes, what do we got in the bank? So, because we just wanted an EP. We didn't want to do full-blown record. We have a lot of songs in the bank. So we just, so I went into the hard drives and tried to pick something that kind of goes all over the place, So you got the game, which it is what it is. And then you got the instrumental, which is what it is. And then we wanted a heavy song, which was Don't Ever Stop. And then something that's in between In Spite of You. And then we wanted something soft and chill, which is Just Shine. So, and then Joe goes, yeah, perfect. Let's do that. And that was it. And we just rushed, and, thank God the songs were done.
They sound amazing.
Well, thank you.
And we talk about the game, because the game is the song from the movie Run. And I think what we're going to do is just play some of it or play it, because this song, Doc G, if you could cue that up, please. I'd like to have everyone hear it for the first time. If they don't have a chance to hear it right here on Hamilton Radio. And, why not? Because we can, Joe, right?
Absolutely. It'd be great.
So, Doc, can we play that beautiful music? This song is like, I'm just going to say it. It fucking rocks. Okay. It's the best freaking song. Yeah. Okay. I may not have a show after this, but
you know what?
I'm gonna say it the way it is, man.
Hey, the word, that word is part of it's in a thesaurus now, so it's part of the language, right?
It's a proud word.
I'm very proud.
Exactly. So, Doc, are you still back there? Can you cue up the game? Here we go. I don't hear it yet.
Are you going to be hearing it on your end?
It says playing it, but I don't hear it.
Well, you're not going to hear it. Are you hearing it on your end?
No, we should hear it, and it should go out.
Maybe it's just going out to broadcast. It's not coming into the stream.
Yeah, usually what we do is we play the track live so we both hear it.
Really?
Yeah.
I like to hear what it sounds like too.
You haven't heard it? You haven't heard it?
I mixed and mastered it a few, like for the EP, I mixed and mastered it a little different than when I sent them.
So Joey, real quick, play it on your end.
I can't play it on my end.
You can't?
No.
Okay, because I played it on my end. And Sue, can you play it on your end?
I don't have it queued up. I mean,
I don't have it queued up. I don't have it like lined up. No.
Yeah, I thought that.
I don't know how they're blocking it or something, because I played it. I was just playing it. So.
But the thing, but is it going out? Is it going out to broadcast? Like maybe it's going out to broadcast, but it wasn't
playing
coming
here.
out.
It's playing here, and then wherever it goes, you should be hearing it. You're not hearing anything.
No, because if I do dial it up, you're going to dial that. It's going to dial it up through my microphone, which it's going to sound like you won't be able to,
Right.
Well, I'm going to try again. Hold on.
Always come prepared.
Oh, you know what?
I know. Neither one of us did.
Anything happens. Everything
happens.
happens.
I know. So what is the song about?
Well,
can you define that?
Yeah, I can. If I can remember correctly. So like Joe okay, first of all, like the song is about okay, like for Joe, okay, I got to give a little bit of a setup here, right? So Joe's friends with this lovely lady named Kyla, who's the I think she's the movie set production the coordinator, movie set coordinator and wardrobe. Like she's got a big deal in the movie, something like that. And they've been friends for a while, and she just she went through our catalog because she knows Joe, and she was listening to music, and none of our music, the past music, fit. And then so what ended up happening, but she listened to a song, not this last record, the record before was a song called All Been Said and Done. And I started the song with this really weird keyboard thing. And she goes, do you have anything like that just keeps going? And Joe goes, no, we don't. She goes, oh, okay, well, maybe next time. The conversation was dead. But Joe, there you are, Joe, my dark passenger, my passenger here. He called her up. He goes, hey, we can write anything. What do you need? She goes, you can? He goes, just
Name
Give it to me. So she sent a picture of the villain to him.
Okay.
And he goes, and he texts me and he sends me the picture. He goes, Pep, can you write a song for a horror film that's like that? That's just like, whatever. Like I go, well, what's it about? He goes, I don't know. The guy goes nuts. He starts killing people or something, like whatever he said. Right. And I'm going, I go, well, I mean, there's a process where I start it and everybody kind of just chimes in after. So what ended up happening was, okay, whatever. So I thought of Rob Zombie. You know what I mean? Just that kind of vibe. So I picked up the guitar and started kind of riffing and stuff like that. And then I just pressed record and just started getting this vibe. I got to like just played a riff and got it going. And then, so within 2 hours, had the song basically done, like the idea. And Joe goes, I'm coming over. And he came over, walked in. I kind of played him what was going on. He goes, all right, yeah, that's going to be great. And then he straps on the bass and he records the bass. And while the bass is being recorded, because he just nailed it, because it's not a very difficult song to play. Then we're just chilling out. And then I started, because then he was giving me a little bit of background on it. And then I started writing lyrics. And then I started, I don't sing like that. And even Adam doesn't sing like that. We just don't sing like that. So, but anyways, we'll give it a go. I was thinking of Dean Martin, like having some type
death
of
metal,
weird death metal orgy with Man Margaret or something. It's just something weird, right? So I started singing like that Smoonie thing. And Joe goes, yeah. So long story short, 4 hours, song is done. He emails it back to his friend Carla. I think that's what happened. Yeah, he emailed it back, and apparently then they emailed within like hours or an hour. They go, we love the song, we're gonna take it. And so, but in essence, the song's about, it's a game. Like it's a game to go kill somebody. Like that's that was the vibe. It's a game. I'm coming after you. Like all this kind of stuff. And that's it. It's, you know what I mean? Like a video game. Because that's what I thought it was. But apparently it's not. But I have no idea. So I really don't know. Joe knows. Like I don't even know. I don't know if Joe watched the movie or not. But that was the idea that was the impression I was under. That it was that. So that's why we the lyrics were written like that, and the song was written like that,
and it was sung like that, and it
like
just
I said,
all fits.
It was the Dean Martin, like just getting it on with all those famous movie stars and like swooning it up, right? But with some metal behind it. So that's the thought process behind it.
And there's more about that you did with it, right?
What do you mean? Like the movie?
The villain? Yeah. Didn't you do
Okay, so yeah. So what's happening, what I was told, because I haven't seen the movie. It's coming out today. And what I was told is that so we sent two versions, one with lyrics, one with vocals, one without. So obviously they want to feature the song like the way, because the song's very aggressive. And apparently the villain, when he hears this music, is what gets him all riled up to go do what he's got to do, right?
Yeah.
And that's the way the song down, it's got that riff. So they didn't use the vocal. They used the music. But so every time the villain is shown in this movie, there's also stems that we did like instrumentals with all these like all these weird metal riffs and like weird guitar and sequencing and all that crap. And we did a bunch of them, and they loved them and they used them all. So every time you see the villain, it's music that we wrote. Anytime you see the villain, it's all our music.
Wow.
So I mean, but especially written for this project, right? And like I said, we were talking before, like AI is big now, but we were saying like all the movies sound the same. Like everything sounds. So what I did was, and thanks to my good friend Kenny Malandrino, who gives me a lot of software, and we purchase stuff too, because licensing and all that. So I'll take a bunch of different samples and layer them all together on top to make my own thing.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't want to be stealing from anything. I just want to make them out. And it's a lot of work, but once you do it once, it becomes easy. Like
You
it
get
just,
the hang of it.
yeah, you know what I mean? So now I'm even personally getting into techno metal, like rock, you know what I mean? That kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And then introducing it to soft melodic parts. I'm trying to do all kinds of crazy crap, but what do you expect from me? Like my age, I'm going to try all kinds of shit. Well, not everything, but I'm going to try a lot of stuff. And so that's, I'm glad that this movie came in because it really opened the door to my brain to go into other parts of music, to start doing other stuff.
Some more creative stuff.
Yeah. Like, there's this, like, I got turned on to a good friend of mine, turned me on to like this Kim Dracula. The production's amazing. Like, this guy's a freak. And I actually believe that Kim Dracula is actually a filmmaker who just uses music to make videos. He goes on tour or whatever, and he does the shit live and all that. But if you listen to the music, it's so freaking weird and it's so wrong. Like, not wrong, but it's.
But like, I understand. Yeah, it's so wrong.
And like killing, like, but he's a filmmaker. The videos are like films, and the production is incredible. Like, it's incredible. Like, you got to hear this production, the dynamics, like the way I'm blown away, and I've been listening to it to learn like what they're doing. And like anything else, as soon as they bring in the heavy guitars, it gets squished, and that the dynamic, everything goes away, especially through streaming. But when they get into the keyboards and like all the sampling, they're coming out of the speakers, like they're glued to your face,
Right.
And I'm just so into that, like it's like it's orgasmic almost.
And then the thing about it is, this movie may lead to more movies and more soundtracks.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? And that's something that, we'd love to do. We would love to do it because.
Wouldn't that be cool? I mean, because that would be like totally like thinking outside the box. And that's something I'd like to do, is like not fit in the norm of, I mean, I'm not digressing at all about AC/DC, 3 or 4 chords. But the thing is like you start thinking outside the box and putting diminished in there or minors, and it just sounds so dark. I wanted to give a shout out to Jerry Petito. Hello, Jerry. Jerry is on Hamilton Radio on her own show, Jerry Petito Show. So,
hi, Jerry.
Hey, Jerry. So, Sonic X's sound is its own unique sound, more so than a lot of other bands that are out there. And a lot of that, I believe, not only comes from the songwriting and the musicianship, but it also comes from the producing end of it. And one thing that I admire about you as an overall artist is your production and the way you mix and then you master. But it's more about like how you produce and how you slide in little things here and there. And I don't care if you're doing a cover of Billie Jean, I mean, that was, it is, Colby agrees with me. It is like so cool. And the thing about it is you could go up against, I mean, to me, you're in the league with Mutt Lange, Chris Lord-Alge, I mean, there's some heavy hitters, but I'm telling you what, you listen to Sonic X music and it's so well produced and mixed, and kudos to all of you for the writing, the musicianship, the production of it, because I know you spend a lot of time at it. I mean, you pretty much got a handle on what's going on over there with all your outboard gear and your inputs and stuff like that. But I have to say that, man, I truly mean that. So
Well, I appreciate the kind
my
words.
hat's off to you on
I
that.
appreciate it. It's a sound. I mean, it's a sound. What I am what I am proud of it. It's either you like it or you don't. Like, you know, like you anytime, like right now, like I was talking to Sil about this the other day. Not the other day, but maybe a couple weeks ago, where all the drummers sound the same. All the drums sound the same. Doesn't matter. You don't know who's drumming anymore. And back in the day, obviously, you knew when Neil Peart was playing. You knew when all these guys, they had that sound. They had a drum sound. They had a distinct guitar sound. But nowadays, everybody sounds the same. And I think that you know, we don't want to be that. But we just don't. You know, I'm not saying that I have a distinct drum sound or a distinct guitar sound or distinct. We don't. I don't think we do. It's a sound. But what I do is I leave everything raw enough, but I compress. I use compression, you know, but I use it almost to irritate you.
Yeah.
Like I do it so that I don't want it pristine. I want it kind of like, I want the compression to irritate you, you know, and it's done by design. There's this distortion that's in there, and it looks like I'm pinning the needle. It's not. It's done by design. It's done to have this
raw,
imperfect raw sound, so that you can search for the, you know, like you know what I mean. Like we don't have listen. I can do a pristine mix and have the guitars in your face and have the, you know, and everything. Use samples, clean up all the mids, clean everything up. Find all the space. No. The way I like to mix or master is that you go to a bar, sit at a table. Oh my God, it's loud. It's like coming right at you. It's right here. It's like, that's what I want to do.
Well, I think that's the type of music that moves you. And it does for me. You know, I mean, if it's raw and in my face, boom, boom. I mean, you know, just like the game. And Doc had texted me and said that it's being blocked, so we're not able to play the 2 tracks or 3 tracks that I wanted to play tonight.
It's being blocked because of
I don't know if it's his program. I don't know if it's StreamYard, but so it says playing underneath. You cannot hear it on broadcast either. So it must have something to do with the streaming service.
Maybe copyright.
Yes, Jennifer, he is so talented. I agree, Kobe. And I wouldn't think so, because it's the MP3 tracks. And I've had other guests on, you know, where we either played the YouTube video or their track. And so I apologize.
Maybe because today they just got released today. Who knows? Like, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Like it's too bad.
What's the most unexpected source of inspiration for Sonic X? Where do you feel that the band's music is created from? Is it somebody walking down the street? Is it something you read in the paper where there was, this is more of a horror end of it, you know, a slasher or something, but is there something that inspires y'all to write the way you do?
I think that every individual in the group is different. I mean, we're not your prototypical group, because we all, like, even though the 3 of us live in one city and then Adam is in Detroit, you know, even though we're not in a room all the time, we're not
right.
So with Adam, I think that he just has something in his head, and he'll just pick up the acoustic and just kind of like whatever he's thinking. I don't know. Like I don't know what inspires him. I know Sil, what he does on his phone, he picks up his phone and his acoustic, and he just has the phone in front of his knee, and he just starts
playing.
You go, and he just starts, just jamming on to his phone. I think Joe's more of a businessman. Joe's more like, bring me the data, boys, and I'll make a decision type of thing.
Yeah.
So Joe's more like that. But if he's in a room, obviously he's going to be a writer. But he's like, he just hasn't had the opportunity in this particular situation. They have in the past. Like, I'm not an original member of Sonic X. I came in to mix the record in the past, and then I just fell into the spot back when Prey and whatever, those songs in the back. I just came in just to kind of mix the songs, and I played drums on that EP, right? And then that's how I kind of came in as a friend of the band at that time.
Mm-hmm.
So back to Joe, but Joe at that time, he'd be in the room with those 4 guys, which was Adam, Joe, another Joe on drums, and Lawrence on guitar, and they'd be in the room writing as a unit.
Yeah.
And so that's what they did. But now Joe doesn't have that opportunity now. But I'm sure he if he was in a room with me, he'd be able to say, okay, I want to do this, I want to do that. But right now he just can't. It's not because he can't, but he just can't.
Right.
With me,
life happens.
With me, all 99% of the songs are written while I'm painting.
Really? Is it the paint fumes that do that?
Well, it could be. Like I have on my phone, I'll just go, and then I'll do another video go, and I'll just do it with my mouth. So
you sing it into your phone.
Into my phone.
I do the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So then now here's the kicker for me anyway. I don't know about the other guys, but for me, like someone will have it and he'll listen to them. I don't. I put it on my phone. If I get to, when my whole day is done, and if I get to the studio and I can't remember it, it's not a good song. Scrap it. Delete it. Don't even listen to it anymore. But after a long day, after I've done that, and I come in here and I still remember it, remember the riff, remember the melody, remember everything, that's a good song. And then I'll start recording it, and chances are by the night so done, it'll be finished.
That's a unique way of doing it. But it's a good facilitator because it's like it sticks in your head.
It's exactly it. If you're
going to remember it.
Yeah, like if you can't remember something, it wasn't good.
Right.
But if you remember it, whatever it is, whatever you watch, a movie, a song that you heard, something that you ate, if you remember it, it was good.
It was good stuff.
And that's the way I am. So if I had a riff that's just stood in my head all day, and I just came through the door, or even 2 days later, and I pick up the guitar and I start doing it, that's a good song.
That's a good song because
I remember
remember the riff.
I remember everything about it. Yeah.
And that's how when I write, it's like it all floods at once. Like I hear the guitar part, I hear the drum part, and it's like, and like you, I mean, you have a lot of experience on doing what you're doing and mixing and playing. And then you have the guys that are available to come in when they're available to play on it and such. And it comes together. And that's what's so cool about Sonic X music. And I don't say that about every band. I swear to God, I'm not saying it's just to be,
there's so much
because
talent.
I know you.
We're friends, there's so much talent out there. Like so much.
It is.
Like there's so much music. However, so wait, you know what? And to try to make sense of it all, with all this music out there, it's just like, I think now you identify with the person who's delivering it. I think that's what it is. That's what will make you different than everybody else. Oh, look at this. Here's Joe. Here's a YouTube link to the game. He just offered it to the song.
Oh, cool. Hey, Doc, do you see that YouTube link that's up? Can you copy that? I don't know if we have that available to copy that, and he could actually play the YouTube.
If he plays it off of YouTube, yeah, then they'll be able to thing.
Ding, ding, ding. Geez, Joe, I would have liked to have had that earlier.
I'm gonna try. Just give me a couple minutes, guys. Go ahead. You can keep
Oh
talking.
yeah, I know. Hey, listen, we're jamming, like we're riffing,
I know.
right? We do like a bunch of Italians in a room, drinking coffee and talking.
You guys are good. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. So So
yeah. So I think, like, back to what I was saying is, I think what's happening is there's so much music out there that people will listen to something, they might tune in on, okay, who did this? And then if they watch the video or they listen to their, whatever, their website or whatever, and people identify with that person, I think that's becoming the big thing now.
Right.
Yeah. So, because there's so much good music. There's so much good freaking music.
And that's the thing. And there are times, though, that the good music doesn't make it to the next level. And it's like, it's a shame.
Oh, absolutely.
It's really a shame. And then you hear something else and you go, the hell is that? And I'm like searching for radio stations.
And you know what? That's why I throw everything out. What people wonder, Joey, why do you throw out the music? I mean, I've had even like sometimes I rub my band members the wrong way. Say, why do you throw out music? I go, it's just songs. Songs come and go. They only they only last. You know what I mean? You always throw out music. It's just a bunch of notes, songs. It goes, but we're trying to do this, or people are trying to do this, or trying to do that. I go, no, just throw out music, a lot of it, because when you put out music, it's like a trap for and I don't mean this in a bad way to animal lovers. It's like when you're trying to catch an animal, you put out a bunch of pieces of food, which will take you to where you got to go. So whether it's Sonic X music or music I wrote or whatever, they're gonna find it. You just put out a bunch of stuff. People will start, hey, this is cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. You know what? They're gonna follow you into that maze, and eventually they're gonna come across. Instead of force feed what you have. No, I tell all bands. I even tell people. I've people on even Facebook, people that just put up videos. I go, post, like, or on Instagram or TikTok or YouTube. Get the music out there. Just get it out.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just throw the music out there. No, but I want to get paid and this and that. I go, really? 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 You're going to have 1 million streams to make $386? Really? 1 billion streams pays you, I don't know what was Joe's, the 30-something thousand bucks or something? You got to be kidding me. Throw the music out there.
Put it out there.
Put it out there, man.
Build it and it'll come.
Like I hear, new song coming. New song coming. New song coming. Oh, we're in the studio mixing. Oh, we're doing this. Blah, blah, blah. New song. What? What? Like, it's not the second coming of JC, dude. Just shut up. Do the song. Throw it out there. What's this anticipation? Hey, imagine if the song sucks.
Yeah.
And I'm a strong proponent of there's no bad song. There really isn't. Because what someone might like, someone else won't like. The best answer is it's not for me. I hate when people say that's a shitty song. That's a bad song. Don't say that. That's not right. There's no such thing as a bad song. There's such thing as a bad presentation, though. Meaning, if the song was mixed like shit, it sounds like shit. Don't do that. Present the song, make it sound decent, make it sound good. And if people say to you it's not a good song, screw those people, because it might not be for them, but it might be for them. I'm not going to mention this person's name. I'm not going to. And he writes these songs. And please, privately, anybody that knows me, please don't ask me, because I'm not going to tell you. Because I actually like the guy.
Don't ask him, because he's not going to tell you.
He writes these songs that are so fucking weird. They're weird. Like, I just don't get it. I do not get it at all. And he's had comments. This is the worst shit I've ever heard. I can't believe you. And then he gets comments going, wow, that's the best fucking thing I've ever. People love it. It's either they love it or they hate it.
Yeah.
You know what? God, I think that's brilliant because he has a reaction on both ends. And that's why I tell people, don't, like, I hate when people are in here goes, I don't like that song. I mean, yeah, you don't like it, but do not say it's a bad song.
Yeah, it's talent. And they did something and you didn't.
Whatever.
Not you
I love that thing too. Like the critics. Don't be the critic, be the creator. Don't, you know what? I'm not gonna, I don't care. I've told, yeah, you're right, Joey, you should do this. Yeah, Joey, you should do that. I get a lot of that. I'm not going to mention names, obviously. And there's people that are listening, but don't even know. Yeah, Joe, you should do this. I feel like, guys, go, just go fuck yourselves. Tell you what, how about you walk in a fucking studio, write the song, play guitar, play drums, play bass, record it, master it, do the video. Let me hear what the fuck you did before you open your mouth. Okay? There's nothing wrong with stating your opinion. It's a good thing, right? And I love that. But I hate being told you should have did this. I didn't.
You didn't.
I don't know you, so don't tell me what I should have did. Because I'm not going to message you and tell you what you should have did.
Right.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. You know what you can do? Don't listen to us. Don't listen.
There's an idea.
Yeah, the bass wasn't loud enough. The kick drum was vocals weren't loud enough. You didn't like this. You didn't like that. You know what? I don't mind you telling me that you didn't like it. That's fine. You can tell me you don't like it. You can tell me all that all you want. I don't care. Don't tell me I should have did this. Because unless you can back it up.
Right.
Let me hear what you did.
Yeah. Aren't they? I mean,
shut up.
There are those that will say, well,
I'm coming across as a real wop, with the hands and all that.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm definitely with you. Do you ever argue with yourself in a studio?
I have full-blown conversations with myself. Full-blown arguments. They start from the beginning of the day to the night. I know. If I could punch myself and punch back, I would. You know what I mean? I have full-blown conversations. And you want to know something? This is what I do. Back in the day, I'd be driving, talking to myself, singing this. People look at me, and I pretend I just look into the phone like this. And I pretend I think. And then I said, what? I'm not should be ashamed. I rolled down the window. Yep, I am talking to myself. I am. And I answering myself all the time, every day.
That's good to know.
Oh yeah, I'm a weirdo.
It's healthy.
I'm a full-blown weirdo. I already know that. It's all good.
It makes who you are. How many tracks do you usually use on a Sonic X song?
But because we do live drums, and so there could be 3 microphones on a kick drum, right?
Right.
So as far as tracks, an average of about 40 to 60.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. I mean, like the drum kit, just the drum kit alone takes up 16 tracks. And you got bass, sometimes it's 1 or 2, 18. Vocals, depending on the Bee Gees, how many background vocals we're doing. There could be 12 tracks just for vocals. Well, background, yeah, Bee Gees are so I call them Bee Gees.
Really?
Actually, Freddie Curci actually taught me that. And guitar tracks, I don't like using more than 2 for rhythm, 1 on each side. That's it. Might do a third one. So yeah, there you are, like 16, 18, like maybe 10 for vocals, so you're like 28, 30, a couple of keyboards, some splashes, 33, 34, another 4 for guitar at 36, some candy, this and that. Yeah. Like, you know, you're in and around 40 tracks.
And okay, so sitting alongside of you is an analog board, right?
Yeah, like, yeah, how, you know, like it's basically like a hybrid. So everything goes through a lot of my lovely preamps and stuff. Like this big mixing board is actually a summing. This thing here sums microphones. Like all the
Okay.
like I have like I think it's 8 guitar cabinets in the other room. And all the microphones are summed through this. There's preamps downstairs that the drums are directly going through, and everything goes up into my interface. So I record analog into the computer.
Mm-hmm.
Come out of the computer, goes through all this outboard gear, this analog gear, and then goes back into the computer.
Okay, here's a question.
Yeah.
That I have, and I try to explain this to artists after the show, and the problem that I have a lot of time with artists that submit their original stuff, when we go to play it, their name doesn't come up. Okay, so it's like a meta tag or the ending of the string where, okay, so you put in the name of the song, how long it is, who the writers were, you know that string that I'm talking about, the screen that you put all that information in. Is it contemporary, is it heavy metal, so on and so forth. And at the very end of it, there's a section that says the name of the artist, even though it has over, in the front of the screen, you put your band Joe Bag of Donuts. Okay,
yeah.
But at the end, a lot of artists, a lot of independent artists don't do the final step. And can you explain that in simpler terms than I do?
What are you talking about? Like when you're encoding an MP3?
Yeah, I guess that's what it
well,
would.
you know, like I mean, like I use Logic. So if you have an MP3, there's a subsection with, it has your ID tags. Well,
right.
You have to fill that out. You have to fill out those ID tags, put in your information, and then make sure that when you bounce the track, that those ID settings are clicked on.
And the thing about it is, some artists don't do that.
Well, you have to do that, and if you want to get paid, you have to get the IRC code too.
That's what I try to explain. It's like you're not going to get a royalty for that.
No, you're going to get.
It's not going to show up. I don't care how many radio stations are playing.
You get nothing. Song. You get nothing.
It's not going to register.
No, you get nothing.
So there it is.
Yeah, you have to, obviously when the song gets copywritten or you're going to send it to CD Baby or DistroKid or whatever, you got to get your IRC code. Then you have to, and it has to be embedded inside that track.
Right.
Like, it has to be embedded inside that WAV file or that MP3.
And that WAV file too.
Well, you know what? Like a lot of, like when you send, if let's say you're using CD Baby, you got to send. Like we record in 48K.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't send a 48K file to, you have to send it 16-bit 44.1.
So you have to convert it.
You have to convert it, yeah. And then send it to CD Baby or whatever. But for the MP3s that you're going to send out, you still need that information embedded into that MP3. Normally they do it for you, but if you're doing things independently, you need to have those codes so that you can do it yourself.
And that's the thing, and that's the thing that if you're recording on your own, I mean, my stuff was all coded, and the stuff I still do now is coded when I do it.
Yeah.
But somebody's missing a step, so you're missing a step. You're missing
big step.
You're missing a royalty.
You're getting paid, yeah. Yeah.
So, God, I think we could talk for another hour or two.
Is it over?
It's not completely over.
I got the Boston, Florida game on.
Oh.
I'm not watching. That's why I'm just turning my head, or I wasn't just showing my profile off on purpose.
Oh,
see this big nose. You know, actually, no, I'm just joking. I've been listening to you the whole time, but you know, once I'm a hockey fan, I'm a Canadian. What are you gonna do? You're gonna kind of go like this, you know?
Well, of course. Of course, you're a hockey fan.
Oh, you know, you know, like
I
most
know. I
Canadians
mean,
are.
with you doing that spread and play, girl, you know, and
No, yeah. I once got asked to do stuff like that, but it wasn't pictures. I got asked to do movies.
Pornhub. I thought I recognized
No,
you.
no, I didn't. No. I said no, but I got asked. I mean, it was funny. Yeah, it was way back when I was like 21. You know, I actually went. Like, I actually just walked in to see what it was all about. I said, no, just not for me.
No. Yeah.
No, I mean, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. I was just curious. Like, you're curious.
It's okay to
right?
be curious.
Yeah, but I wouldn't do it. You know, there's no way.
I think it takes a lot of.
Kobe said, "What about SoCan?" Yeah, you have to register your songs with SoCan, and you have to definitely have to register your songs with SoCan for sure if you're Canadian. And then United States, it's what is it? It's, I off the top of my head, it's not.
Well, ASCAP BMI.
ASCAP BMI. Yeah, you have to register your songs for sure. But SoCan will you registered your song, but there's still more steps than that.
Then there's
paid.
digital media.
To get in the digital media to get paid. Yeah.
And there's money to be made. I mean, you know, with the amount of views or plays.
Like, especially on the radio. I mean, even though terrestrial radio is not what it used to be, you could come up with the craziest song that is that becomes outrageous, like Gangnam Style, like by that Korean guy who goes, "Look at all you idiots writing albums. I write one song and I'll be, you know, the guy's already a millionaire for being a comedian. He's a comedian that recorded a song sitting on his mountain making millions off of one tune.
That's all it takes.
He did it as a joke, and it went nuts. So you can be that Gangnam Style writer where you write that one crazy song that everybody loves.
Right.
And it goes on, and then even in terrestrial radio keeps playing it throughout the world. That's big bucks. Not the streams. Forget about the streams. I'm talking about terrestrial radios every time they play it, right?
Yeah, every time it gets played, you get a royalty.
You know, you never know. Like, look at my friend Fred Kirchy with Alias. That song, "I Need You Now More Than Words Can Say." Well, you know, the song was recorded, and next thing you know, it gets picked up by Subway, and it gets played on the Super Bowl. Cha-ching! You know, here we go, and it just goes back in. You know what I mean? So you don't know. You have no idea. It's like a lottery. That's why I say, put your songs out, put them out. You know, just because as long as you own them,
gotta own them.
You gotta go through your due diligence.
And you have to protect yourself.
Yeah, you know, register them with SoCan, do your digital embedding, get it all done. Then throw the songs out. Throw them out. You never know. Some guy's gonna pick this up, blah, 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 blah. And you never know where it ends up.
Exactly. And that's why we're musicians to begin with. Because that's what we do. You know? Or we'd be some guy going, "Hey, that song sucks."
It's like my friend, it's the lottery. It's like my friend Rosie. You know what? I hate the lottery. One time, she went to the store, bought $1 ticket. Bought $1 ticket just to do it. Won $1.1 million.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. She did it as she never played the lot ever. $1 at that time. You're going back maybe 10, 12, something year. I don't know what it was, like 14 years ago. $1. She just played $1, never played the lottery ever. Just did it. $1,050,000. Bingo. Yeah, like that's it.
All it takes one time.
That's why I say, you know, it's like what Italians say, get the mortadella, keep throwing it at the walls because something might stick.
Something's gonna stick if it's
Unless
al dente.
unless
Yeah.
you got to pay for we're lucky. We have our production. Nowadays you don't even need all this shit. You need a good laptop, a decent interface. I tell all the people I want to start recording. You got $3,000? It's all you need.
That's all you
Get
need.
$3,000. Get a decent laptop that's got a little bit of firepower, good speakers, decent headphones for mixing. Get a good mic. You know what I mean? Start fucking writing. You don't need all this shit. I just like analog stuff, so that you got to spend the money.
I do too.
And here's the beauty of it. My Italian buddies are going out by Maseratis, Ferraris, this and that. Well, boys, those cars are gonna be worth shit in 15 years. But all the shit I bought, I'm gonna sell it for as much or more money than I paid for it. So I'll stick to driving around in my pickup truck. You guys can go get your whatever in your Ferraris and shit.
Exactly.
I'm good to go. Oh, this is my Ferrari. I get to drive it all year round.
So Joey, we're down to 9 o'clock, and it was like we just started talking.
Wow, man!
But for those that are listening,
I talk a lot, eh?
No, oh, you're
It
Joey.
looks like I got lipstick on with this. It looks like I got lipstick on or something. I think I got a tan. Like I'm Canadian. Look at that. The high forehead. I got a nice thing going on.
It's a beautiful
that all the time.
So listen, those that are watching, those that are listening, go to sonicxband.com. Do it now. Do it tomorrow. Thank you, Lori. Thank you, Kobe. Do it this weekend. There's merchandise. There is the release of some of their EP. You can buy that there. You can hear the the SX EP, which is the new EP that dropped today. All right. On Apple Music, Spotify, Instagram, SoundCloud, Reverb Nation, YouTube, Bandcamp, and HamiltonRadio.net. Go to HamiltonRadio.net, request Sonic X. We will play them more and more every single day. And it's just like I can't get enough. So I wish you guys much success.
Thank you.
I love all you guys. You, Joe, Sil, Adam. I mean, I couldn't have much better friends in music. You're a personal friend, and it's just been such a wonderful experience to have gotten to know you guys, listen to the music. I love the energy behind what you guys are about, and how positive you are to help other people out. And and that's the whole reason I do the show. It's because I wanted to help out independent music artists get on a platform. Thanks, Jennifer. Thanks for tuning in. So with it, go to sonicxband.com. Thank you, Kathy. Again, sonicxband.com. And also, they're looking to find out which logo you want on a t-shirt. So I got to tell Joe, I need the new SX.
Yeah, he's
shirt.
like that's
I know he's the business guy.
Yeah, that's out of my department. I know.
I come to you for other things.
Well, no, he's sent me. Goes, Pep, what do you think? They're great. I don't know what to say. Like, I
want the railroad underneath.
You're looking at a guy who buys t-shirts and cuts the arms off and wears, like I'm not one of those guys. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Well, Joey, thank you for spending the time with me.
Thank you for having me.
I say hello to all the guys. Everybody is out there in different parts of either the United States or Mexico, and I will keep in touch because me, you guys always have a spot here with me.
No, you're the
all
best.
right. I love you guys. Thank you. Good night. I will see you next week. I'm back for another show, 3 on this month. All right. Thank you. We're out.